Okay, we're live. I had some technical difficulties. I could not find my regular, what do you call it? Tripod. So you're on my old tripod on top of a box. And then my light is just over here. So, alrighty, everybody, welcome to my room. Hi, I'm Ashley from Joyful Noise Learning, if we haven't met yet. And today we're doing a Q&A wrap and chat. So Merry Christmas, everybody. How is your Christmas season going this year? Both either in homeschooling or just in general. Let me know how you're doing. If you're catching the live stream, so glad you're here. If you're watching this in replay, we're going to sit and chat and we're going to answer a few of the questions that some of you guys asked on the community tab. And we're going to chat about a few things about homeschooling during the holidays. So I have some Christmas gifts to wrap, and I have my wrapping paper. Oh, these are things from my mom, for my daughter. These are so cool. These are so cool. Have you guys seen these? Have you guys seen these? These are so cool. They're a little cube that you can like open up and close and make different shapes. They're just a fun little like fidget toy. This is smaller than I expected, than the picture made it look, but it's pretty cool. That's for my daughter this year for Christmas. So, all right. First question was, this was asked by, let's see, the Baptist homeschooler, and she asked, what's been the best simple thing you've done with your kids at Christmas? That's a really good question. Our favorite things to do, we actually did this the other night. I gave everybody their new jammies, and then I put on like some really fun Christmas music, like the really fun stuff, like Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. What else was there? Jingle Bell Rock. There's one of my favorite ones. My guilty pleasure movie is Home Alone. My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone, especially the second one. And there's a song on there, Nobody Should Have to Be Alone on Christmas. And it's such a fun song. So I put that on last night, just on the Siri, and we just danced around in our Christmas jammies and then just danced to fun Christmas music. And it was a lot of fun. And we were all doing it, and it was like a nice little workout in the middle of, oh, I didn't cut that long enough. That's the worst. That's the worst. That's a nice little strip there. Let's see, maybe I can turn it and it'll fit better. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's better. Much better. So that was one fun thing that was simple and didn't cost a lot of money. We also really like just baking cookies. And a couple weeks ago, I put on the Nutcracker Ballet because I'm a big fan of that too. Because growing up, I'll tell you backstory. My mom was a flautist. She played the flute in a symphony orchestra at the local symphony orchestra where I grew up. And almost every year, at least every other year, she would play in the Nutcracker and in the orchestra. And then I would go and I would watch the ballet as a like 7-8-year-old. I remember this. And several times I did this, and I loved it. And that was one of my favorite Christmas memories as a child. So back to present day. We did not go to the ballet this year, but we put it on. I had tickets for an online production of the Nutcracker. I put it on the laptop, the online version, and we made Ninja bread cookies while we watched that, while that kind of like played in the background. Because my boys are at a stage now where they don't really love sitting down and watching it. I don't even know if my daughter does either, but at least we could like let it play in the background, and then they could stop and watch their favorite parts. And then writing and talking at the same time. I'm figuring it out. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. At least I got to figure out who it's for and who it's from. Somebody was saying that's going to be really hard to do on a live wrap and chat, but woo, there you go. And so Ninja bread cookies is the other thing we really like to do. And have you guys made those? My boys are in karate, so they like to make Ninja bread cookies. They're just little cookie cutters that are in the shape of gingerbread men in like karate poses, like kicking and things like that. So we like to do that at Christmas time. All right, the next question was from Katie at Life in the Mundane. She says, what are your favorite holiday traditions? So I did just share some of those, like the Nutcracker is one of my favorites. We haven't, again, I've taken my boys and my daughter to a half version of the show where they get to see the second act. And then we've done that 3 years in a row now. The only thing with that is you don't get the live orchestra with it. They do it to a track, and it is just not the same experience. After I've done this several years in a row, I'm like, they really need to experience the live orchestra. So yes, the Nutcracker is a big Christmas tradition for me, again, because of my mom. And I'm realizing, like, it's fairly secular. It's really not, you know, centered around Christ and Jesus's birth, but it's just a fun thing to do that makes me think of family and makes me feel at home, which I think are good, you know, Christmas traditions to have. So my other favorite tradition, I need to cut this to make it fit better. That's better. Much better. My other favorite tradition really is going to church, like Christmas Eve service or Christmas Day. Because celebrating, like, it's almost like Easter to me, because celebrating our Savior's, you know, coming and birth without doing it with your church family just feels so strange. You know what I mean? Like same with Easter. Like, who else would we celebrate, you know, our Savior death and resurrection with than our church family? Not that I'm saying regular family doesn't count, because regular family does count, especially if they're believers as well. But if you have some family members that do not know the Lord, then really celebrating both Christmas and Easter with your church family is just a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes more sense and is more cohesive. So, but yeah, going to church for Christmas. I love Christmas music. I love performing it. Like our church in, our previous church from a few years ago, we always did a Christmas service, but it was like the week before Christmas, so it didn't bump into any family celebrations, but everybody would sign up for these musical performances, and we either had a choir, like a kids choir, or an adult choir, or like myself or my husband would do a duet or a trio or a solo, and it's just the time where all the like musical performers would do a musical performance, and it was just a lot of fun. I really loved doing that. So one year we did in David City. How does that song go? Da 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 in David City. How does it go? In David City. Something in David City. I can't remember how it starts. Anyway, we did that one with some friends one time. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. All right. Do your kids get or make gifts for their for each other, for their siblings, for the holidays? Okay, that's a good question. We've done that in the past. My daughter, especially, is really crafty and has made some like crochet gifts for her siblings or family members. She's not as into it this season right now, so she hasn't been making anything this year. And, you know, I'm not gonna force her, whatever. The thing we did make this year was cards, Christmas cards. So my oldest did some watercolor Christmas cards. So, and I sent those out to some family members who are close to us that we can't visit right now for various reasons. Some of them are really far away. Others are not so far away, but they're not able to have visitors. So we made some cards for them and sent them out to them. So that was really sweet. I'm thankful we got to do that. And I haven't had my kids get gifts for each other. And I really wanted to do that this year, like give them each $10 and then take them out one at a time to go shopping for their siblings. I almost did that. I was like this close. I had several moments this last couple weeks when I was with one kid and not some others, or two of them and missing one. And I was sick last week. Oh yeah, I was gonna get into that. I was sick last week, so my brain was just not, thinking straight. So I did not do that this year for the kids. So all their gifts are gonna be from us or from grandparents or family members. But what I really want to do next year is that, where they get to get gifts for their actual siblings. So they get to practice the gift giving and not just the getting at the holidays. So how are you guys on that? Do you guys do that really well with your family? Are you guys still working on it like we are? And it's kind of hard because like our kids don't work and they don't have their own money, but I do want them to practice, gift giving, especially for Christmas. But I want to show you guys this gift. This one is my middle son. Hopefully nobody's listening. My middle son, he turned 10 just last week. And for Christmas, we're going to get him a new Bible. So we did some research on which one to get. And I got him, I've already wrapped it, but I got him Walking in the Feet of Jesus. I think it's what it's called. I can link it below, but it's a Bible study from exploring the Bible and then exploring the New Testament. It's like a New Testament study that has the kids read just a few verses, and then it asks one question and they answer one question. So I got him that to go with it, but he's going to have his new own Bible, and we got one specifically with bigger print. And I didn't want one with lots of color and stuff on it because that can be super distracting. And I know with him and the way he reads, he doesn't love reading. He can read, but he doesn't love reading. And I wanted something that would be easy to read. My husband also made sure we got, what is it? The NIRV. So it's the, like an easier reader's version. So we want him to be able to read God's word on his own and to understand it. Like that's very important for us. So that's the one that we got, and I'm gonna wrap it for him and he'll open it on Christmas. Oh, I didn't write anything in it yet. Maybe I should do that. I should do that, huh? All right, and then, so yeah, I was gonna give an update. Wait, here. I can wrap this one. This is a craft mat. It's for my daughter. I'm so excited. It's so cool. Like you're able to like cut and glue and not like cut the table and stuff. So what is beeping at me? Is it for my snack time? All right. Anyway, so I got this for my 12-year-old daughter. Or not actually my husband picked it out, but it's from both of us. Okay, so let's talk about homeschool at Christmas time and our plans like that. I had big plans. Not huge. They were fairly simple. We were just going to do basics. We were just going to do math and reading. And then I wanted to do a Christmas Carol. So I ordered, what did I order? Brave Writer. Julie Bogart, Brave Writer. She has, what is it called? Literary guides, basically. You can buy them individually or you can buy them for a year. So I got the Christmas Carol literary guide, and we were going to read through it. And then there was like a passage that we would look at each week, and we would talk about the literary elements. We would talk about certain spelling things and grammar and punctuation. We would talk about choices that the author made and why he did that, and which, like, for a former English teacher, this is like super fun stuff, super fun. And we have never read A Christmas Carol, and I thought, hey, let's do it. And then we've seen movies before, but like Muppet Christmas Carol is one of our family's favorites. Yes. Okay, oh, this is so cool. This is gonna be so good. Okay, so I purchased that, and we did the first day. You're supposed to do one passage each week, and it's like a 4-week thing. And I'm like, oh, we'll do a couple weeks before Christmas, and then we'll take a break, and then pick it back up again in January and finish it. So we did one day, and then we had a crazy week, just co-op, Christmas party, bunch of stuff. Going to a play, went and saw White Christmas, went and saw Sound of Music. I don't know, it was busy. And then the other thing I purchased was from Cindy West. She has a Christmas or Advent, an Advent nature study guide. And I was like, oh, this is simple too. And it's like one thing a week. Like literally, guys, maybe 1 or 2 lessons a week. And I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. That is not hard. So the first week of December, I didn't get to it. I can't remember why, but didn't get to it. But then last week, I had all these plans to do these things, and I ended up getting the flu. I think my kids went through it, at least like flu. I'm calling it clue, because it was like COVID symptoms, flu symptoms, all the things. I don't know what it was specifically, but that's what it felt like. And my kids had this back in like September, early October, and I missed it. Like when they got it back then, I never got sick, but I did this time, and nobody else has gotten it now. So I'm assuming they've already built up immunity to it. But I was on the couch for 4 days, and then I just did not feel well for a few days after that either. Just not good. So all my beautiful plans for Christmas school for last week did not happen. And this week was supposed to be Christmas break, where we're not doing anything, because it's like, you know, get ready for Christmas week, which is every family needs, right? Make cookies, which we're doing today, wrap presents like this. So they just did light school last week, and I talked to them from the couch. Did you do your checklist yet? Corbin, go do your math. Elena, did you practice piano? Like, just from the couch in between sleeping and my fever. That's what I was doing. Oh man, that was not fun, but we made it. We survived. My husband was super great. He did a lot of the meals, and yeah, he ended up doing, you know, mostly, yeah, frozen stuff. You just go to the store and get a bunch of frozen stuff, or you order pizza or whatnot. And the kids did good. And one day, another way we got through this, one day I, let's see, so one of the kids was like, what if we do double school today? Like, do double the lessons in each of our books. Can we not do school tomorrow? And that was on Wednesday. So they could have done that on Wednesday and then had no school on Thursday. This was last week. And I was like, yeah, why not? So my 7-year-old, Corbin, my 2nd grader, was like, yeah. And so he did it. He did double lessons on Wednesday through all of his books. And so I kept my promise. On Thursday, I was finally feeling a little better. But he didn't have to do any of his school on Thursday because he had done double on Wednesday. So I was so proud of him. My boys, or my other 2, did not do double. They have, my oldest, especially my 6th grader, it'd be really hard for her to do double because it takes her a long time to do her regular lessons. So I would be very surprised, but I gave them, all of them, that opportunity. But the other 2 didn't take it. They had to do school on Thursday still. And the other thing I ended up doing from the couch was my oldest, she has an IEW class where she goes once a week to this class, and and her teacher had messaged me and said she was struggling and needed some help. And I'm like, okay, I'm a former English teacher, I can do this. I've just been really hands off with it, just to be honest. I've just been very hands off and just letting her do her thing, but she's not getting it. She needs someone to sit next to her and do things with her, talk her through the dress ups, how to put these things, and she's not finishing her checklist. Her writing itself is fine, but she's just missing a few of the things that need to be added. I was like, okay, so here I am. It's Tuesday, and I'm like in the middle of a fever. I've got cold medicine out the wazoo, you know, upset stomach, all this stuff. And in between all that, I'm having her print off what she did, bring it to me, and me going through the checklist of, right, did you put this one in here? Did you put your ly adverb? Did you put your strong verb in? You know, we checked each paragraph, and we did that all day on Tuesday. But I was so proud of her. She did it, and we got through it, and she was able to turn in, she was able to turn in a completed assignment on Wednesday when I took her to class. So, whew, that was a big deal, and that was very hard to do while you had the flu. Oh, man. So, but I'm feeling much better now. I'm still low on energy. I'll go in spurts where I'll be like super, just feeling fine, and then the next second I'm like, I can't keep my eyes open. I need a nap. So I'm just taking it day by day and trying to get these things done, just like all of you. So, my last question on my Q&A was, how is Spanish going? And that's a really good question. Oh, I wanted to see who asked that one. Regina asked, the other one was Erica. Erica asked, so Erica, hi, Erica, I hope you watch this. I missed chatting with you on Clubhouse. That was fun. It's been a while, huh? But Regina asked, how is Spanish going? That's a really good question. So I think I shared in another video, I decided to stop the morning time plans because it was just too much from Simple Spanish, which they're really good. They're really, really good plans. I just was overwhelmed and couldn't fit it in. What I plan to do is take a couple weeks off of our regular morning time and just do that Spanish morning time. But I haven't done that yet, to be honest. But what we did do is Talkbox Mom. And we were doing great September, October, and November, just kind of working our way through the phrases and using it regularly. I ended up getting a jar. I got this from Liz Millay at Steadfast Family. Whenever anybody uses Spanish, even if it's a simple phrase, you know, gracias or de nada, you know, something simple, as long as they're using it, they get to put a pebble or a, what do they call it? Little glass bead into our jar. And when the jar is full, we'll go do something fun and celebrate practicing our Spanish. So that was helping motivate them to practice with our Talkbox Mom phrases. But then the December, it's like, it's not happening. Just to be honest, there's no Spanish happening, and I'm so sad. And we try every once in a while. I'll be like, hey, say that in Spanish, or I'll say something, you know, it'll come to my mind. But I've not been very good at following up with that and keeping us all accountable with our Spanish right now. So it's all on me. And yeah, so that was that answer to that question, Regina. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here, but ching. Thank you for chatting with me while I wrapped my daughter's gifts. I'm super excited to share these with her. We've only got a couple days until Christmas. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you excited this year? Is school going okay, or did you take a break like we did? Is everybody staying healthy? Praying everybody is staying healthy for everyone, everywhere. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. And go find his joy among the noise, especially right now. Make sure you focus on the Lord. Take those times to be quiet and center your heart and your mind on him, and just reflect on the gift that Jesus is for us and for our whole family. And he really is the reason we homeschool. He is the reason we wrap gifts. He is the reason we celebrate Christmas and do all these things. So I pray he gives you your joy that you need among the noise this season. And make a joyful noise to him too. Yes, do that at your Christmas service or just in your living room with your Christmas jammies on. Put on some fun music and make that joyful noise. So you guys are great. Oh, last thing. Oh, no, I had two things. I almost forgot. Okay. So first thing is, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm this close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. I would love for you to subscribe and click that button and join us. Make sure you double check. Maybe you're a regular viewer, but you haven't subscribed yet. Click on that and join me there. The other thing is I have to share, Bend Soap sent me this, what do you call it? This box of some really good goodies inside. And I wanted to share them with you. And it smells so good. It smells so good. Hold on a second, guys. And I wanted to share with you this wonderful box that Bend Soap sent me. And they were so generous in their gifts. Okay, we've got chapstick. Holly Berry chapstick. There we go. And we're just gonna open this. Maybe I should give it as a gift. Oh yeah, that smells good. And then they have just goat's milk soap. Goat's milk, did I say that right? Soap. I have a son who has eczema, and so I always try to find the natural soaps. And especially during COVID, he had a really hard time with eczema on his hands from using regular soaps, and it was awful. So this is great just for your hands or for their body. All natural, antibacterial. This one is eucalyptus and spearmint. So yeah, that's a really refreshing scent. This is Winter Woods. Ooh. I don't know how to describe it. I'm terrible at describing scents. It smells like licorice candy is what it reminds me of, but more on the minty side and like you're walking in the woods. I don't know. Anyway, there's that one. And then Made with Love in Bend, Oregon. So they reached out to me and sent me these things. Here's another smaller Winter Woods. Oh, I can't wait to use these. And, ooh, looks like I've got a little soap holder. Uh-oh, I hear my kiddos out there. We'll have to go soon. And, ooh, chai tea. How did they know? Oh, how did they know? That's my favorite. This looks like a sugar scrub. Oh my gosh. Oh, that smells like you could eat that. Don't eat it though. Oh, that smells so good. That's a sugar scrub. I haven't had a sugar scrub in a long time. And then we've got the peppermint goat milk lotion. I've never had goat milk lotion before. What's that like? I need to open that up later. So thank you so much to Ben Soap for sharing this with me. You guys want to definitely check them out and see. They make great gifts, or for the family who has sensitive skin and you need all natural soap products. I love this stuff. Like literally, I did purchase this first. I did purchase it myself first, and then they reached out to me, but to share some things with you guys. But I want you guys to check them out, and wish I could just send these to you. Maybe I should have made it a giveaway. Let's do that. Let's make it a giveaway. Leave me a comment in the comments below and I'll send you some Ben Soap products. I'll do a random comment picker and we'll see who gets it. So let's just do that. Yay! Merry Christmas, everybody. All right. Thankful for you who stayed to the end. So those of you who stayed to the end will know about the giveaway. I'll have to leave a comment and tell all your friends, okay? Share the video. Tell your friends about the Ben Soap giveaway. And hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. How do I stop it?